All right, number 12. Use graphing to find the solution of the given system of equations. Solution is going to be where these two lines cross each other. Normally our lines have been written in the form y equals mx plus b. These are not in that form. We could change these using inverse operations. So for example, we could just subtract 2x from this one and subtract 2x, and we'd have y equals negative 2x plus 6, and that is in y equals mx plus b. But I do want to show you a new method that we could use using intercepts. So using our intercepts, which is where we cross the y-axis. So we have the y, and we also have the x-intercept. So we're going to come up with those two things for these equations. This looks terrible. So let's see. What we're going to do, if I'm going to find x-intercept, if you look at the x-intercept, it's where we're crossing this. Y is always 0. So we're going to set y to 0. So in this equation, instead of x minus 2y equals 8, we're going to write x minus 2, and y is 0, equals 8. We need to find out what x equals in this equation. Well, 2 times 0, or negative 2 times 0, is 0. So I end up with x equals 8. To find the y-intercept, set x to 0. So in this equation, we've got 0 minus 2y equals 8. We can get rid of the 0. I have negative 2 times y equals 8. Instead of negative 2 times y, we're going to divide by negative 2, which we'll get rid of that. We'll have our y divided by negative 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. So I have found my x-intercept and my y-intercept. And watch how this works. So x-intercept is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My y-intercept is negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably my favorite way to graph lines. I really like when this is an option, when we can do it like this, because I feel like it's a lot less work. And I'll show you the quick way on the next one, because I really do think that this is the best, in my opinion. For the next one, we're going to set, so we have the equation 2x plus y equals 6. So our x-intercept, remember we make sure we pretend that y is 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this 0, or this y, because it's 0. And I have 2x equals 6. Well, if 2x equals 6, 2 times what is 6? Well, that's going to be 3. For the y-intercept, I'm going to rewrite it over here. So I have 2x plus y equals 6. If x is 0, well, 2 times 0 is 0. So I can just get rid of that. So my y-intercept, I don't even have to divide by anything, is 6. See how fast that goes? When they're in this form, where there's an x and y, and then we have just a number on the right side, I truly feel like that's a really, really fast way. If I want to show you that same way on this top one, without showing all this work, we just would cover this up. Whoops, a little too much. To find the y, or to find the x, well, I don't need the 2 and y, because y times negative 2 is 0. X equals 8. That's what we got right here. And then if I want to find the y-intercept, I would cover up x, and then I'm just going to divide by negative 2 to get rid of that. Y is negative 4. So I got that right there too. When I'm working on these, I usually just cover it up with my finger and then solve that one step part of our equation. So our green one, our x-intercept's at 3, 1, 2, 3. The y-intercept is at 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to connect these with our line. Let's see. And our solution is going to be the point at which these intercept each other. All right, that's pretty close to perfect. We've got two lines, they intersect each other. Let me get another color. How about blue? They intersect each other right here. We need to find out what that point is. So we do the x first, and then we'll say our y. So the x is 1, 2, 3, 4. So x is 4. Y is down, so it's negative. So it's -1, -2. 4, -2. Now what we essentially did is we could plug in 4 and -2 into these two equations, and we would get the same answer. So if x is 4, I have 4 minus 2 times -2. Well, that's going to be 8. Let's see, 4 minus, so that's 4 minus -4. That does equal 8. Now we need to see if it works on this one here. So let's see, I've got 2 times 4 plus y was -2. Does that equal 6? Well, let's see. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 does equal 6. Yes and yes. This is the only point in the universe for these two equations where these will be equal to each other. It is this spot right here, 4, -2. Hopefully that was a helpful video. Kind of threw a lot at you and taught you an entirely new way to solve these equations. But truthfully and honestly, this is my favorite way to solve these, is having them in this form here. There you go, number 12.